A Supreme Court decision sends shockwaves across the country. The future of Roe v. Wade hangs in the balance.
Let's take you live right now to Washington, D.C. You're looking at live pictures outside of the Supreme Court building. People have been there all day long to protest the court's draft opinion to overturn that landmark ruling establishing a woman's right to an abortion.
Our Team 12 coverage continues tonight. Nick McDanius is standing by in the Alert Center with reaction around social media.
But first, a big rally held outside the Planned Parenthood over in Montclair. That's where we find News 12 New Jersey's Marcy Rubin tonight. Marcy.
Yes, strong emotions, Brittany, at the podium and in the crowd at this event organized by Planned Parenthood here in Montclair and a handful of other organizations organized in just a couple of hours. The overwhelming theme from speakers and also, again, those in the crowd, devastation without surprise, and everyone saying now is the time to fight.
Women's rights!
They filled the front lawn and then the street outside the Planned Parenthood in Montclair Tuesday night.
Our rights to our own bodies are on the line.
They heard from abortion rights advocates and elected officials. New Jersey's First Lady Tammy Murphy among those disgusted, but sadly, she says, not surprised, telling the crowd this is why New Jersey enacted the Freedom of Reproductive Choice Act last year. Organizers saying it's why New Jersey still has to fight for a woman's right to choose.
This attack on women's reproductive autonomy is exactly why we took the step earlier this year to enshrine every New Jerseyan's full reproductive rights into law.
We need to make our voices loud. We need to be heard. We need to show that the vast majority of Americans support access to reproductive health care.
In that crowd, supporters of all ages, including Wilma Hurwitz, who can't believe she is back where she was 50 years ago.
I've been here on Earth when this thing went through. I know how important it was. I know how important it's been. It's amazing. It's just sort of scary.
And mom Karina Slackman, who brought 7-year-old Lily and 11-year-old Parker, so they know how important this issue is to so many, including them.
It's never too young to learn, and a lot of interesting conversations are going to happen because of this rally and what they heard today.
It could teach me to fight for it and be better, so then she could have it and everyone else could be better and have a choice about having a baby.
Certainly some lessons learned here today, and Brittany, organizers say that they are planning a similar, larger event, just like the one here today for May 14th. So stay tuned on that. Brittany?
Tonight was definitely the first of many. Marcy, thank you.
And we want to know your thoughts about this. Would you support a change in Roe v. Wade? Grab your phone, open the camera on your phone, and hover over the QR code that you see there. Yes, you support change, or no, you don't. Right now, the no's have it. These results are updating in real time, and we'll have the final results for you coming up here in the news at 10. Meantime, reaction from the Alert Center tonight. Out to News 12 New Jersey's Nick McDanius. Nick.
And Kurt, on our Facebook page, we've got hundreds of comments. The comments keep pouring in. We're going to read a couple of them from our viewers, like William, who says it's going back to the states where it should be. He's talking about the potential decision there. Christopher writes, a woman's decision for abortion should be 100% a woman's decision without government intervention. Vanessa says we should be more concerned with the leak. Meanwhile, Jennifer writes, how would a man like it if the government had a say when or if they had to have a vasectomy? Totally ridiculous. Lawmakers here in New Jersey, like Republican Senator Ed Durr, the trucker turned New Jersey politician when he upset Steve Sweeney, you might remember, writing, as someone who believes in the sanctity of life, I'm hopeful that Justice Alito's draft decision proves to be the final opinion. Grassroots organizations like New Jersey Right to Life saying if this decision holds, it could build momentum to restrict abortion rights even in places like New Jersey. They say they need more politicians like Durr. Watch.
The way that we would do that is obviously to change the makeup of the legislature and the governor, which is something that we will certainly work towards doing.
Of course, tonight the justices under scrutiny, as they will be in the coming days and weeks, including the justices who were most recently appointed by President Trump. That's Justice Kavanaugh, Justice Amy Coney Barrett, and Neil Gorsuch as well. They were peppered with questions about Roe v. Wade during their Senate confirmation hearings. This just a little snippet of their answers, starting with Gorsuch, who was asked a hypothetical. What if President Trump said to you, get rid of Roe v. Wade? Look.
Senator, I would have walked out the door. That's not what judges do.
It is an important precedent of the Supreme Court. By it, I mean Roe v. Wade and Planned Parenthood versus Casey. Been reaffirmed many times. Casey is precedent on precedent.
If I express a view on a precedent one way or another, whether I say I love it or I hate it, it signals to litigants that I might tilt one way or another in a pending case.
And you'll hear a lot about precedent in the coming days and weeks as well. Right now, a live look downtown Los Angeles. Protests, gatherings from coast to coast. That's the latest live in the Alert Center. Brittany, back to you.